I'm Jennifer Williams with Dees, and I'm here to show you how to plant a vertical wall. So what I have in front of me here is a type of modular wall planter that you can source locally here in Portland. And you can see behind me I have a few that I've already planted up. And this is how they hang. You don't, especially when the plants grow in a little more, you don't even notice the black plastic of the unit, and they slip right in so that you can either use them individually or you can stack them to create a solid living wall. So one of the first things you want to think about is what kind of style and plants to choose for your planting. So I would say most beginners would be most successful with sedums and succulents. One of the biggest challenges with the living wall units is keeping them watered, and sedum and succulents are naturally able to withstand drought, and so that's a great choice for your first planting. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I have a few sedums that I'm going to use to plant into this modular, and I have some soil here that I like to use. It's the Gardener's Gold potting soil. It's what we use here at the nursery in all of our plantings, and it's just a really nice mix. It holds water, but it drains well also. So that's what I have in my tub here, and I'm going to go ahead and start filling each unit of this living wall. And you'll note that down in the bottom there's actually kind of a thick felt-like fabric, and that's actually really important to keep in because that helps with the water retention. And you'll notice if you ever do any replanting, roots really thrive around that space. So each little pocket has one of those, you can see as I lift it here. So what I do is to start is just go ahead and fill a little bit of soil into each pocket, so that, I would say about a third of each pocket is full. And that gives you a good base to get your starts going. Now if you're just using little seedlings or little rooted cuttings or something, then you want to use more soil. But you can see I'm just filling in about a third of each pocket. And then I go ahead and I take my fertilizer of choice, which is a time-release fertilizer. It's great for this application because you're not going to, it's going to be harder to apply fertilizer once it's planted. And you just go ahead and take a little pinch. It's a granulated, it's organic. It also has the probiotics, which help to stimulate the root growth, so all the plants will really be able to set their roots in and hold into the planting much faster than like a synthetic fertilizer. So I go ahead and sprinkle a little in each hole. That's going to get me started there. And now I've chosen hens and chicks for my sedum planting. They're great. You can't go wrong with them. They come in every color. So you really can pick and choose what style, what colors, would suit your area and your design. And I like to do things a little more simply to start, but the other great thing about hens and chicks is that you really can tear them apart, and each one has its own little set of roots. So don't be afraid to get in there and tug them apart, and that way you have more to work with when you're filling in your pockets. So I'm just going to set that in just really loosely right there in the pocket. And of course, if you're using the sedums, this is also great if you have a sunny spot. They work perfect in the sun. I'm going to put a few of these little extras right over here. Now if you have a shadier area, then sedums may not be the plant choice for you. So like you'll see right behind me here, this planting with some creeping jennies, some ferns, right here some ferns, another shade-loving grass, some little clovers. These are all perfect for a shade planting. So that gets us started there. And now I like to fill in around each root ball. Make sure that the plant doesn't jump out of your living wall unit when you go to hang it. So here we have one of the modular units all fully planted up with hens and chicks, and I went ahead and did kind of a gradient of color starting lightest to darkest because I just think it's fun to add a little bit of style and design to the planting. And I want to show you just how easy these are to work with. Now I've already attached the mounting unit to this wall behind me, which is as simple as 2 screws holding up this unit. And you can see the back has grooves. You just go ahead and hang it right up. And it's as simple as that. And if it is in a really sunny area and you aren't always there with a hose readily available, this is an irrigation unit, which is also very simple to attach and use. It goes right up here on the top, just like this, so that you don't have to worry about your new planting drying out. And it's as simple as that. You can have your very own living wall.